Hey, yo, what's good? Uh, my name's Tyrone. Instagram handle is Full Tyrone. I'm from Tacoma, Washington, or Seattle, Washington, if you're not familiar. I ride this bike here. It's a Light B, Suron X. It has some modifications.
Yeah, Brian, my boy.
How's it going?
Good. Good to have you. Good to have
Thanks.
you. So I'm curious, what did you start out like? What was your start within riding? Because I mean, you have a pretty built light V, so I'm curious, like,
Sure.
what got you to this point?
There was a couple. I had a long life, as you know, but I've had different stages. I had BMX bikes when I was younger, so I have that background as well. My father tried to get me into motorcycles, but I was literally afraid. I was around 18, 19, and he had a ZX12R, and it was just a huge bike, and I dropped it the first day he got it, just going slow, just trying to turn around, and it was massive. I picked it up on my own. Uh, and
That's a big bike to pick up on your own at
Yeah.
that young of an age.
But
Oh my god!
my adrenaline was in because, man, like I said, he just got it,
Mhm.
and I was scared that he was gonna be mad at me and whatnot. So I was just taking it down the block, but yeah, I turned around and I locked up the handlebars a bit, and it went down. Just recently, before I got this Light B, I had a pedal e-bike.
Really?
That's kind of like where I got started learning, like, the roads and stuff and the bike paths. And I generally ride on the bike paths. And there's some roads that didn't have bike paths,
Yeah.
and you get harassed sometimes by cars. And I was just tired of that shit,
Yeah.
quite frankly. So
Oh, yeah,
I
of
bought
course.
this.
Pep up the speed a little bit, kind of cutting it out a little bit.
Yep. More of a, multi-purpose bike. And this is a great bike for that. It can go off-road.
So your first e-bike was a pedal bike that you were just kind of using to
Yeah, top
just
speed around 27, 28
Okay.
miles an hour. Just that's where I started.
right,
Get
and
the
that
bearings.
that led you directly into the Sauron platform. Then after that,
Yep. Yep.
Crazy.
I would look at Suron videos, and I'd be like, damn, that bike is pretty sick. It has a lot of support,
Right.
a lot of third-party parts.
Yeah, huge
That's
platform.
That's basically what drew me to it. It's just like all the parts, the support for the platform. Yeah.
Right. Were you always hitting like these crazy stunts and wheelies that you're doing now, or how did you
No, I
kind of
took
get
it
into
slow. I took it slow.
it? Okay, so
Like I
what was
said,
your start?
just playing in the dirt.
Really? So you did hit it
Yeah, I
like
know how to jump. I know how to just like fucking
Yes.
rip in the dirt trails.
yeah. I am not there with the jumps yet, so it's encouraging to see other people that I know actually.
Yeah, I fell a lot in the dirt, but dirt doesn't hurt as much as street. I'll say that.
A little more forgiving.
Yeah.
I mean, at least when you're not doing huge 30, 40-foot sends, right?
Yes. I think the biggest jumps I've done are like 20-foot gaps, pretty high up.
Oh, that's pretty big though.
Kicked
That's
it
a
up,
good
yeah.
send. Yeah, that's a good
Like I
one.
said, I clapped out my suspension. It's still all stock.
The transition from dirt to wheelies, how was that? Were you just kind of watching videos and that kind of encouraged it? Were you around other people that were also doing like how did you get involved in the street scene?
I upgraded brakes. I didn't trust my brakes. I fucked them up doing dirt, and they were just like totally clapped out. And I didn't trust them to do wheelies basically.
Okay.
And I tried, and I looped it like a noob, early on, and I was like, fuck that. I'll just do dirt for a while. Upgraded the brakes to TRPs, both rear and front, and then I was able to get better play with the brakes, and that's what I learned on was TRPs. Through time, I would eat through a lot of brake pads, and it was like $30 as a set.
I mean, that's the nature when you're on the mountain bike pads. You kind of,
Yeah, a lot of weight
a lot.
for
Yeah.
mountain bike pads for sure. Just Hypermoto brakes, and I just waiting for a good set that I was like comfortable buying.
Yeah, and several of them came to market all at once.
Yeah, early on, a lot of people were on mountain bike brakes.
Yeah, they were good for what they were, but
Yeah.
you really can't replace what you have, on your setup.
Yeah.
It's quite literally one of the best that you can have on this platform, especially going dual.
It's fun playing with the foot brake. Take my hand off and catch it with the foot brake. It feels great. I intend to get deeper, so yeah.
We saw a little bit of that this weekend.
Yeah.
Speaking of this weekend,
Man, it's been fun to attend a mega ride. I'll say that.
so
Particularly
Thuron Mega Ride, Austin, Texas.
Austin, yeah,
Yeah.
beautiful city. Just a change of scenery. You know what I mean? Like I'm used to at this point just Seattle, riding around Seattle. So I ride local to myself
Mhm.
a lot, and that's kind of where I found all the dirt. There's a big developing community
Mhm.
that I rode dirt on.
We're in Texas. We're at the Mega Ride. What like brought you specifically out here? I know you like to do a lot of filming, but I mean you're also crazy on the bikes.
I
What
think
are
it's
you
just
doing?
natural from what you just said. It was crazy to see all the other talent that's out here. It was crazy to, you know, just experience a new atmosphere.
I guess we see you progressing your streets a lot. Like you're,
Mhm.
it seems like every couple
Sure.
videos on Instagram, you're doing something more
Right.
and more and more.
What it boils down to for me is just expression, self expression. And I think you can see that when I ride. And I think that comes out of me when I ride. That's what it boils down
Yeah,
to.
just it's just another like an art form, you know. And you're very recognizable when you see you like out in the pack. It's very clear
Thank
it's you. Yeah, and that I feel like that's what it's about when you are in the stunting community. It's like you get good, you try and figure things out, and then you develop that style that just kind of
Your own.
sets you
Yeah.
apart. Yeah, from
For sure.
everyone else. And yeah, it's really good to see you out there killing it.
Yeah. Let's turn it on. Let's have the lights on, you say.
Nice. Yeah, so your Suron, take us through this a little bit. This is a pretty modified platform. This is nowhere near stock. It's far from it. Just kind of tell us about what's been done to it and what helps you,
Yeah.
you know, progress in your stunting journey.
I have a lot of like beauty parts, you'd say, that are just they're more like for looks rather than
Style points.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that.
I got the pegs early. I got the direct stem.
Hmm.
I've gone through like 3 different fucking handlebars. Like I said, the TRP brakes were a big upgrade. I consider that a big upgrade. And then you know later I got these brakes, the EV Raceworks, and then I didn't like the master that they sent me.
Right. Yeah,
So
I see you have this whole situation kind of going on. This is incredibly cool to see on a Suron. I've never seen something like this on a Suron.
Yeah, it's a little
really
unique,
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, really cool. It's a great style touch.
I got that from riding with gas guys and talking to them and, you know, explaining how I didn't like the master that came with the EV Raceworks kit that I ordered. I took a chance with it, basically. I didn't know if it
And-
would work.
You can definitely draw huge influence on a lot of parts you put on our bikes from the Moto guys. They've had those systems
Right.
down for years, so it's definitely
Right.
something you can draw from.
Yep. I have a battery. I don't have a motor.
So what, 72, 42?
Yes.
Yep.
EBMX.
EVMX, nice.
And I
What
have
about
a
your controller?
Controller. You know,
BAC 4000?
BAC 4000. Yeah.
Hey, OG in the game.
I
though.
hear a lot of people hating on it, but
No,
you know, I've had it. I programmed it myself. Greenline Engineering. Their app allows you to change a lot of the settings, but I will say a lot of the settings are confusing as fuck. And I took a lot of time programming it, setting a tune that I liked, and this is where I'm at right now. I'll probably upgrade. To be honest, a lot of controllers weren't available when I got my controllers.
This
so-
is like an OG kind of platform controller. But I will say, when I see a BAC 4000 and it's done right, those bikes rip so hard every single time. And your bike was a testament to that today. I was topping out so easily, and you were in a wheelie gaming on me. It was
60, 65.
yeah, that was scary.
I like doing that. It's fun to do fast wheelies.
Yeah.
It's fun to do slow wheelies. You know, it's good to be versatile.
Yeah.
And I think that's what drew me to this bike and still like intrigues me about it is this platform is just so versatile. You can literally go anywhere with it. I can put on a dirt tire and go do some more dirt stuff if I wanted. I brought my dirt tire. I haven't used it yet, but I intend to. The original tire that I did dirt on was just the stock with some Shinkos on it. I mean, it's decent, but it's nowhere near like a big ass tire and you know meant for dirt. And then I got a 16 with some Shinko cheater tire on it, so it rips pretty good.
What are your plans when you get back home moving forward as far as like riding for you? Is it just more of the same, keep progressing? I saw you got the hand drag recently. That was insane. Good
Yeah.
for you. That looked really good.
That took a lot of effort to learn, and a lot of discipline. I finally got it. I can't do it consistently yet, but that comes with time. So
Yeah.
I'll get there.
Yeah, you seem to play a pretty big part in the Seattle community for getting videos for guys,
Sure.
and they're good. Like
Yeah.
they're really really good.
I
Like,
love most of those guys.
and you can see when you're riding, like you take your time to like go up and down with the rider depending upon like their body level. You know, when they're up in a wheelie, stand up or down.
and
You're
matching speed.
yeah,
and-
you're really really good with it.
And hovering around people and making them aware that I'm there,
Yeah.
so that they aren't uncomfortable.
Yeah, your pack etiquette for both wheelies and filming is kind of untouchable, to be quite honest.
I
It's
tried because
uncomparable.
I don't want anyone to like fall because of me.
Right.
That's what it is.
Just trying to get a clip.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
I don't want to be that annoying person. And I try to make hand gestures when I'm for other people, not just the rider that I'm focused on, so that they know what I'm doing if they're not very privy or don't know me.
I'm curious, how long have you been riding in like these bigger pack rides? Because we just touched on it. Your pack etiquette is kind of insane. How did you
I haven't
develop
really
such
been
a
riding with other riders that much. I think I met most of the Suron riders a couple years ago, and just learning pack etiquette from them, and then just being considerate. That's all it is.
yeah,
If you're not considerate, you're not going to have the etiquette. You know, you have to be considerate of other people. You don't want to hurt anybody. You don't want anything to happen because of you.
right.
And whenever I fall, I will sacrifice myself before trying to hurt someone else. I think that's when if you look at some of the videos when I go down, I think that's pretty.
Oh, very clever.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I don't really focus on that too much. I just
Fair.
do it.
Yeah.
And it's just like a natural. Everything that you see me doing is natural.
Mhm.
I'm not trying to do or be anybody.
Well, I mean, at the end of the day, there's no promise that you'll be anybody doing this anyway. I
Right.
mean, it's you like you said, it's a discipline thing. You go out because you love to do it, and that's just what you do.
Yeah, and I like documenting things,
Yeah.
recording things. I think I got that from my dad as well. He has always had a camera
Really,
in his hand. Yeah, we have tons of home video from him,
that's really
but we don't have too much video of him,
yeah.
which is sad. So, and he's no longer with us. So, yeah, that it kind of like helps me keep him alive.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
His spirit lives on through
Yeah.
through your riding. Yeah, of
Exactly.
course. Do you plan to get into anything else? Is it dirt bikes, street bikes, maybe a quad? Like, well, what do you?
Not
What
a
do you?
quad? I personally, I fucking hate quads.
Really? Oh my
Yes.
god, dude, they're so
I
fun.
hate
Why does
quads.
everyone hate them? They're so fun, dude.
It's always the quad's fault, though.
Okay, I mean, when riding, yes, but I feel like this.
I don't hate on the riders. I mean, obviously, they have their own love for it for
Mhm.
whatever reasons, but I just like
For whatever
just
reason.
keep me away from them, basically. But yeah, I would like to get a supermoto, a dirt bike, a street bike, all
Yeah.
of those. But you know, I'm taking my time. There's no rush. I'm
Oh,
not,
yeah.
like I said, I'm not trying to be anybody that's not natural. So
Yeah, of course.
time will come for all of that.
Mhm.
Keep myself going, moving.
I mean, this is kind of a dangerous way to be doing that. Doing wheelies at 60 miles an hour on an e-bike.
Yeah, and with that, it's just like a matter of trust. I just try to trust myself and prove to myself that I can do something that's risky. My head is always on a swivel. I notice everything when I'm riding. So
This dude lays a lot of kids to shame. Like, don't get me wrong, there's a lot of kids that have great confidence.
yes, there's a lot of
Um,
sick kids.
And I've watched this man develop from riding balance point wheelies to hand drags in a matter of a year. It took 1 year for this. So, you know, huge inspiration, dude. I love doing this. This was great. It's been great coming out here. It was great to see you kill it all weekend long.
We've been spending a lot of time together.
Yeah, I can't wait to see all the videos that come of it.
Yep.
Yeah, this has just been great. Thank you so much. I appreciate
no
it.
problem. Did you guys clean my bike?
I didn't. Maybe Teddy did.
That's not like
Teddy?
Maybe you just like blew off in the wind.
So